Hey guys, it's Bub here, and in this video we're taking a look at a custom Windows ISO known as Windows Everett. In the past, we've taken a look at quite a few of these custom ISOs, which come from the GMM Alternate Windows Timeline. This is meant to be Windows 10 in that alternate timeline. However, that does not mean it replicates our Windows 10, the version in the regular timeline. This is meant to be around the Windows Vista era, as this OS is built and based on Windows Vista. So I'm very eager to take a look at this. Like I said, we've taken a look at quite a few of the GMM Alternate Windows Timeline operating systems and custom mods, and this is no exception. Remember the time frame, we're talking around the Windows Vista era, which is what this OS is based off of. So we're going to go ahead and get this booted up here and see what we have in store. I will say on the archive.org page, this ISO said it was still in development, and it's an early developer build. I believe this came out at some point in 2025, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. I just want to throw that out there before we get into it. So we can see the install screen still says Windows Vista. No big deal. Again, probably we're focused on customizing the OS instead of the actual setup installer, but it does say Windows codename Everett when we pick an OS to actually install. And again, last modified January 1st, 2025. So this further, early 2025 was when this was about created. The setup process or the installer window is really slow and laggy. I'm not sure if it's just because of the specs I gave this VM or what exactly is going on here, but this is really slow. Like clicking next takes forever. Like I'm seeing this gray box while things are loading, which I've never seen in a Windows installer before. Things just are going very, very slow, but we're now installing Windows, so hopefully this does not take as long as the setup process did. Alright, and here we are in the out-of-box experience. We can see it does look like Windows Vista, but it looks a little bit different. We can see the background is this nice bluish, lighter, I don't even know how to describe it, like an aqua color, and it's asking us to pick a username in a picture. So we're just going to go ahead and take the Windows username, leave it as the default wallpaper, no security updates, looks fine. Public location, and start. One thing I noticed is that it actually did not ask me for a product key at any point during this setup process, which is a good thing. Most custom ISOs don't remove that part, and then you have to go online and try and find one, but this one took it out. Alright, and here we are on the desktop of Microsoft Windows Everett developer release. And we can see that it does resemble Windows Vista in a lot of different ways, but for the most part, we can see some differences. Let's start off by taking a look at this wallpaper. It is obviously a custom version. I don't think this background even came with Vista, minus their custom logo, but this is a very nice background. I always like the kind of cooler aqua blue colors when they're incorporated throughout the operating system. On the desktop itself, we have the recycle bin, and then we also have on the right side our widgets, as we would in Windows Vista. So we by default have slideshow, clock, and RSS feed. Alright, and now let's look at the taskbar on the system. Before we do that though, we can see there's a breadcrumb right here, Windows codename Everett, testing purposes only, build 4020, Everett, dev release, and then a bunch of numbers. Pretty cool. Here in the taskbar we can see it looks exactly like Windows Vista with one minor exception, but here we have our clock, we have our network, we have our volume, which I don't think you can hear that, but that's a custom sound. We have our widget, sidebar, safely remove hardware, Windows security alerts, and Bluetooth devices. Moving over to the left-hand side, we have our switch between Windows button, show desktop button, which does hide the widget bar, and then we have the start menu. The one thing you notice about the start menu is that the logo itself is not properly centered, which is a known bug in the archive.org page. It's known, so I'm not going to critique it here. But let's go ahead and click on that start menu, and we can see here that this is the actual start menu. Right side here we see everything that we would typically see within Windows Vista, nothing too out of the ordinary. And on the left side here we can see we have what we would typically expect. It does look like it comes with Windows Vista Ultimate, so it is the higher level package, comes with more features. Going into all programs, we can see that we have nothing too out of the ordinary for Windows Vista Ultimate install. All of our traditional accessories, ease of access, system tools, tablet PC. We have our extras and upgrades, followed by our games. Anybody who has ever watched this channel, every time I see it, Purple Place was my favorite game from back when I had a Vista computer. Then we have our maintenance folder and our startup folder, which is empty. Let's go ahead and take a look at Task Manager just to see what we're utilizing here. So here are our processes, pretty minimalistic. Here are our services, pretty minimalistic. Performance, we can see that we're using our typical Windows CPU utilization, followed by 716 megs of RAM idle. I gave this VM 1 gig. We're using 70% of it just idling, which I probably in hindsight should have gave it a little more storage. Let's move into the File Explorer. But first, let's look at the window borders. So we can see that it does have the regular Windows Vista sort of classic effect, or the non-arrow effect by default. But then if we look further, we can see that it's not really that same effect, because this is a different gradient. It's different. I actually like this one. It's sort of like a light blue around the window borders, and the bottom is gray. Regardless, it still looks cool. Again, could use some refinement, but again, remember, this is still the first developer preview. Let's take a look here at local disk C. So this is a 40 gig disk, more specifically 39.9 gig disk. We are using 11.6 gigs, which means we have 28.3 gigabytes free. Pretty cool. So I wish Windows installs were that big today. Unfortunately, they are significantly larger. Windows 11's ISO alone is about 7 or 8 gigs, which is just ridiculous to me. It couldn't even fit on a standard DVD anymore. Let's take a look here at a few more things. So if we go ahead into command prompt, somebody recommended me that I do this. Yep, it'll actually show us that this is Microsoft Windows version 6.0.6002, copyright 2006. And we can also run WinVer just to see what we have here. So you can see Microsoft codename Everett, copyright 2005, version 6.0, build 6002, just what we saw. Windows codename Everett. So this is obvious that in this stage of the GMM Alternate Timeline, this build of Everett is a developer release preview, but it's also in the GMM timeline. It's meant to be a preview because it's still codename Everett. It's not just Windows Everett. So pretty cool that, you know, even the alternate timelines have developer previews baked in. And I really need to do some more research into it, considering I've looked at so many of these different ISOs and I don't know that much about the timeline itself or its origin. And lastly, we can come in here and we can see some of our settings. With that being said, this is a high-level overview of Windows Everett. Let me know what you think about this OS down in the comments below, and please, if you have any other ISOs you want me to take a look at, please let me know down in the comments below. I love doing viewer-recommended videos, and it would really help me out if you could let me know some ISOs that you want reviewed on this channel. With that being said, if you like this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here, as do all kinds of different technology videos, including device restorations. And with that being said, I'll see you all in the next one.